Hey guys, Dr. Kresimir here, chiropractor from London, Ontario, Canada. We help people live extraordinary lives through the power of structural chiropractic care and life by design principles. On today's video, what to do if your back just hurts all the time. I'm gonna be showing you some exercises and some tests in order to get to the bottom of it. But really, this comes down to last week's video, which I'm gonna link in the description below. I shot a video on some, for better or worse, diagnostic tools. You know, what we tend to do when our spines hurt is we stop doing everything and we wait for MRIs and we wait for x-rays, and there's nothing wrong with that approach. However, in the meantime, it would be really nice if we could figure out what was causing the problem and start doing something to help it while we're waiting for confirmation of these diagnostic tests. Thank you for the feedback. If you're one of the people that reached out, I received a lot of good stuff. The most common response was, no matter what I do, my back hurts. So I wanted to shoot a video specifically on that. And I hope you're not in that circumstance or in that situation, because that could be a very challenging situation. So here are the two tests that I want you to try, okay? So the first one is, it involves, this was the heaviest object that I have in my office. You need something much heavier than this. Something that you can either, like with a handle like a kettlebell, and it has to be relatively heavy. It can't be moved around easily by you. Another good one is if you can get to the gym and you can actually put a barbell, like in a squatting position, on your shoulders with some weight. So the first test, all I want you to do is, if you're using a handle, we're just gonna put it out in front of us like this, and I want to know if while you're holding it here, or whether you have the bar on your back, the point is we need to load your spine and try to keep your core and your spine relaxed. And if you're loaded, meaning if there's weight pushing down on your body, I need to know, or you need to know, whether that's causing you more pain. And if it's causing you more pain, the second part of this exercise is to really focus on stiffening your core. So flex your abs, flex your butt, and then try the exact same thing again. And if there's less pain, make note of that. And if the pain level is the same, make note of that, and I'll explain what that means in a second. The other one is the heel jarring test. I don't want to do this too often because revealing some stuff about me, it hurts. But what you're going to do is you're going to go up on your tippy toes like this, and then very quickly you're just going to leave your tippy toes and you're going to slam your heels on the ground. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to send a jarring through your whole body. If that increases your pain, you're gonna do the exact same thing again, but this time at the top again, you're going to stiffen your core, your glutes, and you're gonna do the same thing. And you're gonna notice if there's more or less pain associated with that. So here's what you're testing. You are testing your spine under a load, under a compressive load specifically. If the load increases your pain, that means that you have load intolerance. You can't tolerate a load. And now we have to figure out how much of that is coming from your core being weak, right? So if you do any of the exercises where you strengthen your core, then the pain gets less, or the pain decreases. The answer is you need to do core strengthening exercises, because the more you learn how to brace your spine, the stronger your spine will become, and the less and less pain that you have. And if bracing the core didn't help at all and there was still pain, what that means is the core is not involved, and the instability or whatever's causing the load intolerance has gotten so bad, it could be an end plate fracture. And I'm not saying it is these things, it just might be these things. So this is definitely a case where you want to make sure that you are having your spine correctly examined by somebody who's looking further into the potential causes. I'll link some core exercises again in the description below. So if it's If it's a weakness in core stability, then doing those exercises, you'll be able to generate more internal pressure and be able to stiffen your spine, and that will help. With load intolerance, you really want to be careful, especially if tightening the core did not help. You should probably look at, if you're doing any type of training when you are loading your spine, meaning carrying things, if you do that for work, do your best to avoid or stop those altogether, because you are just damaging your spine more and more. The reason you are having pain is because these areas of your spine are rubbing together, and when things rub together that shouldn't be rubbing together, that's typically where the pain comes from the inflammation. And again, you probably should take a break from things like weight training, anything that's causing more compression or more pain in your body. So that's it for today's video. If you have comments or questions, or if this applies to you, comment below. It would be best to probably start a conversation around how it is that we can help, or at least point you in the right direction. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.